Ladies and gentlemen, the program will begin shortly. Please start taking your seats. Thank you. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, anglers, if you have not had your picture taken by Sago, please see Sago in the back corner. Everyone else, we ask that you please take your seats so we can begin the program. Thank you. Once again, we do ask that everyone please take their seats. Thank you. Dave Mercer's about to take the stage, and you know what he's going to say when he gets up here, so please take your seats. Thank you.
Everyone can take your seats. We're about to get started. Nobody listens. Story of my life. Everyone can take your seat. We're about to get started. I'd like to welcome everybody to the Night of Champions here at the Bass Pro Shops, a Bassmaster Classic presented by Jockey Outdoors. It is Classic Week. Give a round of applause for that, ladies and gentlemen. There is nothing like this week. There is nothing like this event. And I am so happy to be here with you guys this evening to honor our champions throughout this year. What a night, what an amazing, this is the night when we all, and first of all, give yourselves a round of applause. What a beautiful group of people we have here this evening. This is the one night that we gather together all year long where everybody takes their hats and glasses off and dresses up nice and agrees not to argue about forward-facing sonar. There's been some arguments. I'd like to take a moment and recognize all of the beautiful ladies in this room. Guys, let's put our hands together. What? Evidently, chicks dig fishermen. Who knew? A great event. This is our kickoff party to that great event, and it's just getting started. Lots of new classic qualifiers here this week, but we're so happy to be back here in beautiful Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I'd like to recognize our local hosts, Renee McKinney and the team from Visit Tulsa and Tulsa Sports Commission. Let's give them a round of applause. This is being streamed on YouTube tonight, so I will not say anything controversial that will get me in trouble. But there's something that started here a few years ago, and I have to give credit where credit is due. Gerald Swindle did it, and I think it is one of the most important things. And I'd like to ask everybody in this room, whether you sponsor Bass, whether you sponsor an angler, if you've supported this sport through sponsorship, please stand up and let's recognize those amazing people, ladies and gentlemen. To all our pro anglers, take note of who they are. Those are leads. You can sell them tonight. And the more trips they make to the back of the room, the easier they are to sell. It's a wonderful evening. Thank you all for supporting this incredible sport, and this is going to be an amazing week. We haven't been here since 2016, and to come back and see how Tulsa supports this event, how Grove supports this event, it is truly amazing. But we got a lot of amazing things happening here at this event in this room, and I'd like to recognize a couple of them. Everybody, angler, if they're part of this sport, I mean, winning the Bassmaster Classic is one of those things that you're like, you started dreaming about it as a child. Another one of those things is one day being recognized in the Bass Fishing Hall of Fame. We have two inductees in our room right now that are going to be inducted in September, and I'd like to recognize them right now because you guys all know them and love them. First of all, Mike McInnes, who invented live bass fishing, and Mark Zona. I'd ask them to stand and please be recognized. Congratulations, you both have literally given your heart and soul to this sport. I honestly believe that most people in this room don't realize how hard those two individuals work to make this sport what it is, and I thank them for everything that they've given. But that's not all. We have other people that are celebrating things, and I'm going to miss somebody, so I'm going to get in trouble. But I would like to recognize tomorrow a very special birthday for Natalie Height. Let's hear it for her, ladies and gentlemen. But that's not all. Justin Hamner is going to be his birthday. Is it tomorrow or Friday, Justin? Tomorrow. Happy birthday, Justin. Do you see him around? Give him a hug. He's a hugger. He loves to hug. We have another special birthday. I'd like to, Natalie Landers from Bass, the Bass editor of Bass Publications. Let's hear it for her. We're going to have a wonderful dinner here tonight, but before we go any further, I'd like to welcome Joey Cifuentes with our invocation. Come on, Joey. Quicker. Whoa. The cowboy, Joey Cifuentes.
Guys, let's play real quick. Dear Lord, man, we just want to come here tonight, and first off, we want to honor you, Lord, and we want to thank you for all the blessings in life and all these people, the staff at Bassmaster and the anglers and the sponsors and everybody that supports this sport. And Lord, we want to thank you for our families and all those many blessings that you give us every day. And we want to ask you to thank you for these people that's prepared this food for us tonight, and thank you for your son down the cross for our sins, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you very much. We're obviously going to celebrate a lot of things tonight. One of those things is our Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year, and we'll talk about him throughout the evening. But let's give a round of applause for Progressive, ladies and gentlemen, what they've done for our Angler of the Year. And we have, while you're getting your meals, we have some very special entertainment from Progressive. I'd like to welcome the Sea Shanties from Progressive Insurance.
All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Night of Champions. Go ahead. That's
Insert
all right.
applause there. Yes,
Right.
yes.
Got the first mate?
That's me, and this is the captain here. And we wanted to start off your evening by explaining
lad, I'm going to stop you right there. I meant to tell you this before now. I'm sorry, this is kind of awkward now, but I don't think I'm going to be the captain anymore.
What?
Right.
One moment, please. What are you talking about? You can't do that to me here. What do you mean? You are the captain. What would you do if you weren't the captain?
Well, you know, I started off my career as a masseuse.
What happened?
I got fired.
Why?
Evidently, I rubbed people the wrong way. Tried being a doctor.
What
Didn't
happened
have the patience. I even tried my luck as a professional fisherman.
Oh, really?
Couldn't quite make it with the net profits.
Well, don't worry, Captain. I used to be a psychic, and I lost my job. And I did not see that coming.
Yeah, you wouldn't make much of a profit anyway.
No, but wait a minute, Captain. No. Look, if you're not a captain, then I can't be a first mate. Oh, what would I do without you?
You could try being a barber.
Couldn't cut it.
Lumberjack?
Couldn't hack it.
Tailor?
Doesn't suit me.
What about a muffler maker?
Too exhausting.
No, but what's something that you've always dreamt of doing, lad?
Oh, well, I've never actually told anyone this before, but I've always dreamed of making mirrors. Yes.
Something he could see himself doing. But really, jokes aside, I'm done being a captain. I'm throwing in the towel. I'm going into the business of the insurance spokesman, and you're coming with me.
What? No. I'm unsure.
No, you're insured. Hit it. There once was a cap who put to sea without checking if any fuel had she. The chop was heavy and the gauge did say, you're stranded on this boat today. Soon may Progressive come to protect your boat for a fair little sum. One day when the blundering's done, you'll boat carefree like a true captain. Hey, here's a guy for to give you tow, do you have to pay? Oh, no. Progressive lets you keep your dough, so sit back, relax, and let it go. Soon may Progressive come to protect your boat for a fair little sum. One day when the blundering's done, you'll boat carefree like a true captain. Did you all see the trailer for the new fishing movie? It's got quite the cast. No, but really, ladies and gentlemen, as the nation's #1 leader in boat insurance, covering over 1.7 million watercraft, it was a natural fit for Progressive Insurance to be the presenting sponsor for the Bassmaster Angler of the Year.
Thank you. And so with that, the captain and I and everyone at Progressive know all the time and passion and commitment that all of you anglers put into your sport, and we want to recognize your success by sponsoring this very prestigious award. Now, that reminds me, Captain, what do you call an angler who receives a prestigious award?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
I just totally forgot it too.
Sophisticated. Do you know what kind of boat the Angler of the Year drives?
No.
A championship.
Oh, I'm kind of famished. I'm getting kind of hungry.
Right, I'm getting hungry too. You know, we're going to go. But we had a really lovely dinner last night at the Brook.
Absolutely.
Roasted pelican. The meal was delicious, but the bill, enormous.
Enjoy your meal,
Have a great
folks.
night, ladies
Enjoy
and
your
gentlemen.
meal.
Soon may Progressive come to protect your boat for a fair little sum. One day when the blundering's done, you'll boat carefree like a true captain.
I think that went
What is a dream? A dream is a thought in a person's mind of a reality that they wish to exist. There are people in this world who watch their dreams come to fruition. They knew the importance of hard work and positivity. They put in the hours. They made sacrifices. They are proof that dreams can and do come true if you work for it, if you fight for it, if you have the courage and confidence to keep believing in your dream. It's not an easy journey. If it was easy, there'd be no Rick Klein. If it was easy, there'd be no Hank Parker. There would be no Larry Nixon, Denny Brower, Bill Dance, Roland Martin. If it was easy, there'd be no Ray Scott. The dream can become a reality if you refuse to quit. Never back down from the challenges you face. Never stop chasing your dream until you live it. And most important, never give up on your dream.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's why we're all here, because of that dream that got planted in your head when you were probably a little kid sitting on your knees in front of a TV watching Bassmaster. And you guys are officially that dream. You guys are fueling the dreams of so many people in the future, and I thank you for being exactly who you are. But before we go any further, let's hear it for the sea shanties from Progressive, ladies and gentlemen. Pure hilarity. In this room, we have so many incredible accomplishments, so many incredible dreams that were planted at one point in their life, and that's what we're here to celebrate. This is the Night of Champions, and I thank you all for being part of this evening. I mean, you look around this room, there's so many people to celebrate. I mean, you have Jeff Gustafson, this only the second international champion ever. Let's hear it for Gussie. Hating Gussie is like hating the Easter Bunny. Nobody can hate him. He really, I mean, everything that the Johnstons do to make Canada look bad, he makes us look good. So I thank him for that. But there's amazing things that are happening in our sport. I mean, just weeks ago, we had our youngest Elite Series champion in history, and that's amazing. Trey McKinney winning on Lake Fork with 130 pounds, 15 ounces, but also the first person to actually weigh more weight than he weighs. He weighed 130 pounds, 15 ounces. He only weighs 122 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, which is frustrating for me because losing Trey McKinney is actually my goal weight. A lot of firsts in this room. Obviously, we have first-time Bassmaster Classic qualifiers. And we have the youngest Bassmaster Classic qualifier ever, and that is Aaron Yavorsky. Let's hear it for him, 17 years old. And then we have other firsts, like Elite Series rookie Tyler Williams. no joke, rode his first escalator this week, made it to the Bassmaster Classic. And I was standing at the top of the escalator, and he came up. I'm like, finally, bass fishing has Buddy the Elf. We have Buddy the Elf. It is, you made the classic, and you rode your first escalator. This is the celebration of so many champions, but a champion that waves their flag for us and fights for this sport and fights for us as anglers is our CEO, and I'd like to bring him up so we can do our next presentation. Let me hear it for Chase Anderson, ladies and gentlemen. Chase is going to hand off our Century belts. We have 4 Century belts here this year, all of them from the St. Lawrence River. And let's hear it for Chase. He's my boss. Make more noise for him. He's my boss. Tell him I'm doing a good job. Make some more noise. Thank you, Chase. Thank you. I'd like to bring up our Century Belt recipients, and one by one we'll bring them up. We'll get a picture with Chase, and then we'll get all 4 of you up here. But we might as well start at the top. A few years ago, people said, well, the weakness in his skills is smallmouth bass fishing. You can't say that anymore because he weighed in the biggest weight of smallmouth bass ever. Let's bring up Patrick Walters, St. Lawrence River with 105 pounds. Look at that hat. What are you making up for? Just saying. Let's hear it for Patrick Walters, ladies and gentlemen. That is his 3rd Century belt. He's been here for 5 years. He is in a 2-way tie with Steve Kennedy of the most Century belts in the Bassmaster Elite Series. Next up, we will bring up the first Canadian ever to win a Bassmaster. Don't go anywhere. You didn't buy that hat not to show it off. The first Canadian ever to win a Bassmaster Elite Series event. And just when Corey Johnston felt like I got something my brother doesn't have, he screwed that up and got a Century belt. Let's hear it for Chris Johnston with 103 pounds and 12 ounces. He is the reason that Corey calls the first years of his life the good old days. Sorry, Corey. We've gotten in a lot of trouble together this week. The night is young. A lot of people talking about banning forward-facing sonar. I think if you really want to fix the sport, you just ban this next angler. Let me hear it for Kyoya Fujita with 102 pounds, 5 ounces. Look at Patrick, like he knows totally what to do. I mean, if I was you, I would be ridiculously uncontrollable. I would wear them everywhere I go. Let's hear it for Kyoya Fujita, ladies and gentlemen. And with 101 pounds, 7 ounces, our final Century belt recipient tonight, let me hear it for Takumi Ito. It's kind of like the Japanese Jeff Gustafson, really. I mean, everybody loves him. Look, running, I appreciate that. I appreciate the effort.
Congratulations, Tiger. Congratulations.
If I can ask you, all 4 of you, to come to the front of the stage and get a picture together. There are our Century belt recipients from 2023. Whoa. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Chase. One more time, let's hear it for Chase, ladies and gentlemen. And for nothing more, just to keep my job. This is the Night of Champions, and it wouldn't be the Night of Champions without whoa, hold on. It's a good chance I'm going to flip this thing before it's done. It wouldn't be the Night of Champions without recognizing our champions, and it is the Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Classic presented by Jockey Outdoors. Let's hear for those great sponsors. And I'd ask these anglers to stand and get recognized as we roll through this. Our 2023 Bassmaster Classic champion, the great Canadian snow leopard, Jeff Gustafson. And of course, I could not go on tonight without mentioning our 2023 Dakota Lithium Bassmaster Rookie of the Year, Joey Cifuentes. I know what you're thinking. What about the Opens? And of course, we have the 2023 Tackle Warehouse Bassmaster Elite Qualifier Angler of the Year, JT Tompkins. Is he even here? This is awkward. This is awkward. We'll move on. Your 2023 Mercury Bass Nation Championship presented by Lowrance. Let's hear it for Will Davis Jr., the only two-time Bass Nation national champion, and it is the 30th anniversary of Brian Kerschel winning the Bassmaster Classic, the only angler ever to do it from the Bass Nation. So I wish luck to all our three Bass Nation anglers. Let's hear it for them, ladies and gentlemen. But it's not just bass boats. Your 2023 Dakota Lithium Bassmaster Kayak Series Angler of the Year, Russ Schneiders. No idea if Russ is here, but he appreciates the clapping. Are you here, Russ? Thank you. I appreciate you showing up. Your 2023 Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Team Championship Classic Fish-Off Champion, the youngest angler ever to qualify for the Bassmaster Classic. Let me hear it for Aaron Yavorski. But he did not do it alone. I mean, there's nothing better than to do something with your dad. That's part of what fishing is, to do things with your family, your friends. Your 2023 Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Team Championship champions, Aaron Yavorski and Rodney Yavorski. Let you know, Rodney, my dad would have never done that for me. So thank you for being a good father. That's horrible. This is being streamed, too. Your 2023 Strike King Bassmaster College Series presented by Bass Pro Shops Team of the Year, Nick Dumke and Easton Fothergale. They won that, and they were really happy, and then the next day we said, guess what? You guys are going to fish against each other, and one of you is going to go to the Classic, and one of you is not. Your 2023 Bassmaster College Classic Bracket Champion presented by Lou's, Easton Fothergale. Your 2023 Strike King Bassmaster College Series National Championship presented by Bass Pro Shops champions Hayden Marbett and Tucker Smith. But how about your 2023 Strike King Bassmaster High School National Championship champions Cody Abbott and Mitchell Robinson? I know what you're thinking. What about the Junior National Champions? I'm thinking the same thing. Your 2023 Bassmaster Junior National Championship champions, Luke Snell and Cale Temple. Let's hear Let's hear it for all your champions. And all the anglers that were not announced, give them a hug, okay? There's one that was far above everybody, that absolutely dominated the Bassmaster Elite Series. And that is Kyle Welcher, your 2023 Progressive Insurance Bassmaster Angler of the Year, Kyle Welcher.
Get up in here, baby. There we go. There we go. There we go. Get in here, baby. Yes, there was a slow start. We're getting there, though.
25 pounds, 15 ounces. He moves into second place in the tournament. And Stone Cold Kyle Welcher is your 2023 Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year. In 2023, the Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year belongs to Stone Cold Kyle Welcher.
Kyle Welcher.
Thank you, guys. So, now that I have the mic, I can give my opinions on forward-face sonar. Is that what we're here for? Nah, I don't want this speech to get that many views, so we're not going to do that. But, you know, this is an unbelievable sport. And last year, I wasn't even in this room. And, you know, the first time that Mercer called me Stone Cold, I kind of asked my wife, and I was like, I don't really get it. And she was like, it kind of fits. And you know, my entire adult life is pretty well documented. I played poker, and I've dealt with a lot of, you know, games that had a lot of variance in it and a lot of variables that you can control and some that you can't control. And Hunter kind of explained to me that it kind of fit because I've been going through a roller coaster in everything that I've ever done in my adult life. And variance is not why I was not at the Classic last year. I made bad decisions and didn't catch them. But, you know, my willingness to embrace variance in such a way has, like now I'm super glad that I have the nickname Stone Cold because my entire adult life has been an up and down, and after you do it so many times, you kind of get numb to it. And that's the beautiful thing about this sport is, like, it's performance-based. And whenever it's going bad, like, it feels terrible. And then when it's going good, it goes better than it's ever been. And I said that a ton last year on a lot of my YouTube videos. I said it a lot on stage. Every single time I've ever had the biggest low and I feels like I can't do anything right, it comes out on the other side just better than it's ever been before. And 2022 was that for me. It was like everything I did was wrong. And then 2023, we came out of it higher than we've ever been. And I'm super proud of that and the resiliency. But you know, we was just watching that video that was about, you know, the dream. And I remember I was sitting in my parents' living room and I was going through a Bassmaster gallery. And as an angler, you know, you see them take pictures all the time and you don't really think about the impact that those pictures have. But I remember going through a gallery at a Bassmaster Classic, and if I remember correctly, it was Aaron Martins giving an AOI speech. And that was the first time that I figured out that I even seen that there was a Night of Champions. And I remember sitting in that living room and going through those pictures and seeing him give a speech and all the guys in the suit and how seriously they took bass fishing. And that just lit a fire in me. And from where I was sitting, it seemed like an entirely different world. Like, it didn't even seem like there was a pathway to get there. you know? And now Bass has done a phenomenal job making a more ironed out path. But I quickly realized that whenever you make your own path and stop comparing yourself to other people and compare yourself to who you were the day before and work hard, you can make your own path and get there. And that's what I had to do. And every time I thought about this speech during the off season or leading up to this week, I could just think about me looking through those pictures and being younger and not thinking that there was a direction to get here. And then you just work hard and it happens. So any of the kids that are out there, you got to make your own path. You've got to make it happen. And you've got to work every single day to be better than you were the day before. And that's the only thing that I can tell anybody is you're competing against yourself every single day. And a couple of people, I'm not going to go super long, but I really got to thank a few people. My wife has been here with me through all the ups and downs. I mean, we was traveling around playing poker in a car that got better gas mileage than oil mileage. And I mean, we were going all over the country and it was insane, but she has never a single time doubted me or second guessed me. She's always been my biggest supporter, and I could not do without her right there. My mom and my grandma are here, and I promise everybody at Bass, my grandmother is 20% of the Bass track refreshes. That is 100% for sure. Like, she is supporting Bassmaster more than anybody, and I don't know if she's ever caught a bass. But on a serious note, there's one guy that took me under his wing. I actually told Chris Bowes this story earlier. I was at a poker table whenever I signed my first sponsor contract, and Jim Ising from Anglers Resource, he was the first meeting that we had. Me and Hunter went down there to Anglers Resource, and I'm still sponsored by Fuji to this day. And we met with Jim Ising, and he took me under his wing, and we had some disagreements, but he kind of showed me the ropes as far as having multiple things to offer to people. And unfortunately, he passed away last year, and they actually had the services while we were at Okeechobee. And I believe that Jim was helping me out last year, and I will never forget it, and I will always be thankful for him. And then also, thank you to Bass and Chase for staying true to the sport and giving people like me that are too stubborn to quit a place where we can try to rise to the top. So I appreciate it, and thank y'all.
Keep the noise going for your 2023 Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year, Stone Cold Kyle Welcher. It is truly amazing when you look at this room. 10 years ago, 12 years ago, people were like, there is no kids getting into this sport. And it is amazing when you look around this room. The future is very, very bright, and I love that all of you are a part of it. This has been the Night of Champions. If I was better at my job, I would have told you to start. My name's Dave Mercer. I'm going to be your MC tonight. But I'm not. So, hi, I'm Dave. You don't have to leave here, but you can't stay here, I guess, is how it goes. The buses will pick everybody up here in just a few minutes. Make your way outside when you're ready. It's been the Night of Champions. Have a wonderful classic, because somebody in this room, their life is going to totally change. There's 56 people fighting it out for the Super Bowl of bass fishing, and I can't wait to see how this unfolds. Have a great evening, and thank you for being part of the Night of Champions.